the Pali vs. Gun football game last year that ended in Pali students storming the gun stands. The chaotic scene made local headlines and resulted in a series of repercussions for Pali students and even sanctions for all Pali athletics. Brent Klein would end up making a statement to the entire school with Principal Klein's message to Pali. Principal Klein addressed student body condemning the actions of the students and going over the consequences Pali would now face. Students were banned from attending the next football game, warnings against future misconduct, specifically egg wars, were issued, and students were subject to school-wide videos on good sportsmanship. But what caused a group of high schoolers to storm the opposing team's stands? Rivalry. The Pali vs. Gun rivalry has existed since the 1970s. Historically, the rivalry stemmed from a social divide between the Pali part of Palo Alto and the Gun part. This rivalry has led to problems even before September 9th, like the fistfight during a game back in the 90s.
Blows are being exchanged. A fracas is developing. Now we see a Major League melee ensuing.
But is the long-standing rivalry and tensions reflected in today's relations between Pali and Gun students?
Yeah, I think at the end of the day, it's really a playful rivalry, and it's just people trying to have fun with it.
We all kind of grew up together. We went to the same elementary schools and middle schools. And so I don't think there's like hostile relations.
A Pali vs. Gun game is not scheduled for this year's football season, so we will not be able to see the next round of this rivalry. However, this past Saturday was the 1-year anniversary of the events, and coincidentally, also the day of the Pali vs. Sacred Heart football game. To see how the environment at the Pali games has changed, we decided to attend one.
Hello, my name is Beck Lyons with InFocus News, and we're here at the Sacred Heart versus Pali game to see how hyped people are for this game. All right, is everyone hyped for the game today? Are you guys gonna practice good sportsmanship? Let's go! It appears they've added new security after the events of last year's September 9th game, with new security guards to prevent Pali students from storming the opposing stands. I'm here with Brent Klein, and we're gonna ask him a few questions. Today is September 9th, which is the 1-year anniversary of when Pali students stormed the gun stands. How have you seen sportsmanship and overall Pali football stand practice improve over the past year?
Well, over there, it's way different. I see kids that are not only spirited but honoring the expectations that we asked. So it's doing really well, right? And I give it all up to our Pali students who are awesome. It's been a great school year, and they're continuing the great feeling and vibe in Pali Space.
With the end of the football game, we can now officially update the counter. In conclusion, let's not use September 9th as a day to remember our chaotic student misconduct, but rather a day to remember that Pali and Gun are one big community. For InFocus, this has been Beck Lyons.